few weeks ago, I was approached by a couple who were visiting from Chicago. They had heard Mimi preach and were surprised to hear that she was Jewish. They had also noted the painting by Connie on the front of the pulpit. Though Catholic, they were intrigued by the chapel. I invited them to come again should they find themselves on Longboat Key. As we were saying goodbye, they asked if I knew what all those symbols represented, and I had to confess that I did not know them all. You may have wondered why you received a handout with the bulletin this morning. As your babysitter, while Pastor Gill is away on sabbatical, I thought I would give you a test. School may start tomorrow, but for you, it starts now. Feel free to write on the handout, as it is yours to take with you. You will receive points for each correct answer. Over the next minute, please identify the faith tradition represented by each symbol. Now, I don't have a watch on me, so when enough eyes are looking back at me, I will say we are done. Okay, on your mark, get set, go. Time's up. Now, keep those pencils handy. You may give yourself 1 point each if you correctly identified the cross and the dove. The cross can have many different meanings within the Christian community, particularly if it's portrayed with either a crucified Christ, a visual reminder of the suffering servant, or perhaps empty as an indication of the risen Christ. The dove, of course, represents the Holy Spirit, that invisible presence of God moving within and amongst us. Note that the cross and dove are given a prominent position in the painting. Give yourself 2 points, if you identify the 6-pointed star or shield of David as representing the Jewish faith. Though of ancient origins, the shield, or more commonly referred to as the Star of David, was not widely used until the Middle Ages. In fact, it was not until the Jewish emancipation following the French Revolution that the star became the symbol as we know it today. Give yourself 3 points if you identify the yin and yang, a Taoist symbol which represent 2 primal forces, male and female, or force and receptivity, or hot and cold. The white and black also represent enlightenment and ignorance, respectively. Give yourself 5 points if you identify the Omkar from Hinduism. The symbol has 4 separate parts, representing the material state, deep sleep, the dream state, and the awakened state, or absolute conscience. You may only give yourself 2 points if you identify the star and crescent as representing the Islamic faith. This symbol also has ancient origins dating back to 2100 BCE and was identified with both the sun god and the moon goddess. It was not until the Ottoman Empire that the symbol became identified with Islam. as there is no reference to the symbol in the Quran. Some Muslims consider the use of the symbol blasphemous. And finally, give yourself 5 points if you recognize the Dharma wheel, or Buddha Dharma, representing the 8 spokes of the Noble Eightfold Path in Buddhism. Initially used to represent royalty, the Dharma wheel became associated with its Buddhist context in the 3rd century BCE. Now I'd like to note that most of the material for this quiz this morning has been plagiarized from the internet, including Wikipedia and altreligion.about.com. Now, if you earned all 19 points, you identified them all correctly, please raise your hand. Tom, you cheated. Had you won that, had you gained all those points, you would have gained all my love and respect. If you earned 14 points, please raise your hand. A few of you. Surely you too have gained all my love and respect. If you earned 9 points, please raise your hand. A few more. Yes, you too have gained all my love and respect. If you earned 4 or less points, please raise your hand. Okay, you too. Following the service this morning, you may wish to pass through the small chapel across from the sanctuary. In another painting by Connie, you will find 2 additional symbols. One is a 7-branch candelabra, or better known as a menorah, one of the oldest symbols of the Jewish faith. The number 7 is sacred within Judaism, representing the 7 days of creation. Curiously, the central light is known as Shamash, which is also the name of the Babylonian sun god. A 9-branch menorah is used for Hanukkah, the festival lights, in remembrance of the lamps of the menorah, which burned for 8 days, a 1 day's worth of oil during the Greek invasion in the 2nd century BCE. And the other symbol is actually a word, Allah, written in Arabic.